Someone come to you, say, Darren, we do have a piece of land, right? And we want to build an age-friendly city, all right? How would you like to see your vision fulfilled?
I would like that vision to be as near as possible to the city or whatever place, township. But if you have the funds to create your own township, then that would be better. But otherwise,
you're talking about a developer, right?
Yeah. So if you're going to create it, this care center away from, you have the land piece of land is far away from the city. It's not so conducive because family members will find it difficult to find the time to go and visit because it's way off. I have to spend an hour or half an hour just to go there. So some may find that not very appealing just to see my dad. I spend so much hours. Even care homes within the city, some find it so troublesome or so difficult to go and visit. What more if you put it away your care community center?
Despite Malaysia being perceived to have start a little bit late, but we have actually benefited from it because we have actually been able to pick up the trend and realize that isolation is not great. You know, multi-gen is the new flavor of the month.
And moving forward, I think one of the idea of having a age-friendly community in an age-friendly city is also about a healthy community. And
correct.
How do we use technology to link up all this?
Information, communication. Absolutely, yes.
So maybe you like to talk a bit about this. So you
I'm the building guy here. So but I've been to enough exhibition and conferences, and I've observed a lot of trends, and I feel that so for example, like our choir residents, we put a lot of emphasis to provide a lot of common area Wi-Fi, and also all the houses are fiber connected because we feel that the future of things are all about data and connectivity
and AI.
So if I could just say, the one trend that will definitely happen in the near future is a wearable device. So seniors who wear wearable device, they track their health, they track their movement, such that a lot of data is collected, and if you have someone, a coordinated health monitor like yourself in a clubhouse, you can monitor if someone stays in the bathroom a bit too long. All those are prompt up. So you also while connected, you also reduce the intrusion of privacy. So I don't have to keep knocking on your door and check on you. Have you eaten? Have you taken your medicine? So wearable device is the way forward.
I think at the end of the day, we are talking about a community that can house multi-generational kids, teenagers, young adults, working adults, mature adults, up to old people. And that is the spirit of community that we should celebrate. And that is the spirit of Malaysia. I mean, so for a developer, when they want to look at that, they must not think about aging facility is like a big shopping mall complex that takes up a lot of land, takes up a lot of capex.
You just need about an acre? An acre to 3 acres?
Yeah, I mean, there are similar building typology that we see that you can actually use that as a reference to do a nursing home. In this case, we're talking about nursing home and step-down care. So I believe that every community should have a nursing home or step-down care facilities and daycare that can house people who are unable to take care of themselves. It is not as complex as a hospital, of course, but they still have a guideline to follow, which in this instance we call Nursing Home Act. It's actually part of the Private Healthcare Act, but it is not as stringent as a hospital where you have a lot of other procedural diagnostic facilities. When we see nursing home, we are seeing nursing home in between clinical and hospitality.
Hotel.
Yes.
Just like a hotel, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but depends on the operators, the business model. Some may be leaning towards clinical if they have a lot of high dependency residents.
Of course, yeah.
And of course, there are some who are leaning more towards hospitality if they have a mixture of high dependencies, and some probably slightly immobile, but they stay there because they just want to enjoy the facility and to be cared for. So, like I say, there's certain requirement that is stipulated in Nursing Home Act, but it's not as complex as hospital, and it's quite easy to comply.
Of course, I think we all acknowledge nursing homes, even hospitals, they are still necessary, right? For different kind of circumstances. We always say in managed care, like right place, right time, right? So it's about right siting of care. So definitely there'll be moments when it's needed. Having said that, when it's not necessary for you to be the hospital or nursing home yet, there are other options. And community-based care, why I think people tend to, and even you and I will feel like that's probably what we'll prefer, is because it's what we are familiar with. Your community means you're familiar with that. You know, it's where your family, friends, where you grew up, your favorite food, your favorite salon is. So you know, and because you're familiar, there is that sense of security and safety. Sense of belonging. So naturally, I think that's where you want to be and turn to first. Yeah.
The fun part is for the resident to be able to get access to the service is easy. Then what are the other fun things that the people who work there can bring to the resident? And of course, fun comes challenges, right? I'm sure sometimes. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think anything community-based, it's about fostering trust, building relationships, getting to know each other. So that's where the fun part is, because how do you get to know each other? And then how do you get creative so that healthy living, taking care of your health, prevention, and managing and reaching out for services when you need to, how do you make that very second nature to people? That it's not something so deliberate and so like maybe not so positive. They just take it as, yeah, it's part of life. You know, that's how everyday life is like. You know, you take care of your health. So you get creative with activities, games with the residents and so on. So that indirectly they are learning and they are being empowered about their health and getting educated without them realizing it. You know, you can have family creative games. Actually, those games are physio strengthening games designed by physiotherapists.